there's like 5 to 6 per kid. No scissors. You'll need a pair of scissors maybe at the end, but I'll tell you about that. Okay, we are going to teach the kids how to use a marker. So on my board, I would take a piece of paper, and what I want to show the kids is, and you can even demonstrate this to them before they go back to their desks, is how to color in like an artist colors in. So if I'm going to color in this square, this is scribbling, okay? And that's what you've done, and that's fine sometimes. But when we're an artist, we're not going to scribble. We're going to color in like an artist colors in. So I take my pen, put the cap on the end so I don't lose it. See how there's like a back side? Here's the point. I don't want to use the point. I want to use the back side of the pen. I almost have to hold it to the side. So when I color in, I'm going to go like this. I'm trying to get as fat a line as I can. And I'm not scribbling. I'm going like this. All right, and I'm filling in my area solid. Okay? So what I want you to do is to choose a color, any color, and now they're back at their desks. Warm up. I want you to just draw a little square somewhere on your paper. It doesn't have to be very big. Okay? Draw a little square. And I want you to color it in like an artist. And what I'm doing while the kids are doing this is I'm going around making sure.
Do you want us to tell us to hold it like that?
Hold it like that. Yeah, we're not even going to hold it like a pencil. Yeah. And so I'm going around making sure that they're coloring in right. And if I see a kid like scribbling, I'll put my hand on top of theirs and help them with it. Okay. If you don't have a chance to get all the way around the room to help the kids, tell them to draw a rectangle the next time and try it with a different color. And do the same thing. Just that gives you a chance to get around the room.
So we should do it a couple times with rectangles or squares?
Yeah, just as long as you can help every kid, as many times as that takes, just to help them. And some kids you will have to show them how to use the pen. And some kids are going to get it and some don't. If you see any pens that are doing this, throw it away. Okay, we really would like these to be bright colors. So sometimes the pens dry up. If they're using their own pens, it may be dried up. I don't put their own pen away, but for this purpose, give them a food pen. And if one of ours is dry, just throw it away and, like that. Okay, so that's all for your warm up. That's it. Now, we pass out the final paper. And we tell the kids what's our first direction. Well, let's do it at the end. Put our name on at the end. Okay, everybody's got a final paper. I didn't see. I think I might make one for you. I'll go back and look. I didn't see it in your collection. We want to talk about making vertical lines. Remember, Piet Mondrian only uses vertical and horizontal. So what I want to do is I want to make squares and rectangles, squares and rectangles, squares and rectangles. Do you see any triangles? No. So when I go to glue my black strips on, I'm not going to do this, because what shape do I have?
Triangle.
Triangles. How do I make rectangles?
Straight up.
Vertical, straight this way, and straight this way. Now what I used to have as a collection, I left here, I'll look. Sometimes the kids are tempted to do this. They like to frame it. So I show them, I make one of these and I show it to them. I say, do you see a frame around any of these? No, okay. So this just makes one giant square. I don't want a giant square. I want lots of little squares and little rectangles of different sizes and shapes. The other thing is, and this is why I cut them to 11 inches, is because it fits exactly. This doesn't go from edge to edge. This is a horseshoe shape. It's not a rectangle or square. Your black strip has to touch the side. Now, suppose I do this, but I want to make a little more down here. I have two options. I can just do this and have it hanging off the edge, and you as an adult will take care of that hanging strip later. Or I can use a short piece. I gave you guys some short pieces, and I can do that too. I can make it overlap, that's okay. Or I can do this, it's hanging off the edge, that's okay, I'll trim it later. So now, with your black strips, I want you to come up with a design. Try not to make tic-tac-toes, some kids do, it's okay, alright? Sometimes when the kids do it, the lines aren't perfectly straight, they might be a little like this, that's okay. Alright, we just try and get them there. So no glue. You guys take your strips now and come up with a pleasing design. And I'm looking for squares and rectangles.